So I just want to start out with saying that you are a whole different part of the staff and in a whole different way. So usually this tag team's 2 people. So one of them will be kind of op staff, kind of media, and the other person will be solely dedicated to media. And there's several moments where you guys overlap, where both of you guys have responsibilities. And with those, since we're doing a different style now of just training, both of you guys will know the exact same thing, and then you guys can just rotate on who does what, or if there's one stronger person than the other, then you guys can kind of see who does always the same thing. It just depends. In the years past, I had somebody who was helping me, but I always did the same thing. I always did the screens, and then they always did the pictures, stuff. And we never rotated from that. But because I was the one trained on the screens and she was not, and so this way, there is a chance for both of you guys to know both sides of the job, and that way you guys can rotate if you guys so wish to do. It's totally fine if you don't, totally fine if you do, because I will put those tools in your guys' hands, okay? So let's start with training week. Training week, I listed some of the projects that I would work on during that week for you guys. Obviously there's some sessions that you have to be in, and then there's a lot that you don't have to be in. And that's when I would be working on this stuff. The staff intro video needs to be done by that first Monday, so that definitely needs to be shot and done, and you might have to work on that over the weekend too, because sometimes they don't get to that till about Friday. The rules video needs to be done as well by Monday, or sometimes I even did that like Monday morning. But you definitely want to push to do those stuff training because it's such a hassle, especially if you're just new to learning Splice. It gives you a good chance to sit there, learn how to do all of that if you've never worked with it before. The worship set list schedule, I would get together with Ryan and do that differently now. Instead of that whole first week of Kids Week and Teen Week creating a new schedule, I would do that during training week. Pick out the songs, pick out what stanzas. I have been working on doing all the slides and making sure all of that is spell checked, proofed, and stuff like that. And then you just need to get together with them with what stanzas they're doing, show them all of them that you have, because sometimes they like to cut the song shorter and then you don't know about it and you're left with still slides up there not on the right timing. So please check with them. You guys can make an early morning meeting or something like that so that you guys can work through that. Of Kids Week worship schedule in the night, and then Teen Week's worship schedule, so you can put all that. Monday night, we're doing these 3 songs. Tuesday night, we're doing these 3 songs. Wednesday night, we're doing these 3 songs. And that way you have it set up on Media Shower, and that will be in the other tutorial. That would be fantastic.
Okay. All right. Here's the second. Grandpa wants you to review a translation of English to English.
The skit commercial videos, I will make a list, and there's in the video training module section, I will put on the skit commercial video ideas, what you could do, but for now, that also should be done in training week so that you're not stressed about that later. So camp week, let's talk through, there's always 3 kids weeks, 2 teen weeks, and the kids weeks are always the most demanding for media. And so we're gonna I scheduled out those first because you will be doing a kids week first. And then after that, you can kind of get the hang of it, of what the schedule and routine should be like. And then you guys can adjust where you guys need to adjust. I did not see the point of writing a whole other schedule for almost the exact same thing. So kids week, Monday in the morning, we arrive for a meeting. They usually ask us to be here around 10 or 9, I think. And so when I got here, I would find all the equipment, make sure everything's charging. I would set up the projectors, set up the screens. Obviously anything that you didn't finish during training week, that's a good morning to get it all done on Monday mornings. And then you have your meetings, lunch, and all of that. Once lunch is over, I usually start taking pictures of registration, start taking little videos, clips of the staff members, registration, right? The kids coming in, kids getting out with their luggages, kids in the game room, all of that stuff. I start taking clips of that. Kids have clips in the store, because I usually get all of those that first day in that afternoon, and then I don't have to take them again. Film in the coffee shop, of them getting their first coffees.
Did you say, Grandpa, you never